Alright guys, what's going on? Merrick's here. Gonna bring you some footage of 4-star gold Sting, Wolfpack Sting. Gonna run 3 different builds with him. This one we're gonna do first is my favorite. I like the way it flows. A lot of times you can get all 3 moves off in one turn once you get started. So let's take a look at that. So we're running the finisher, which recycles the yellow. We're running the heal, and then we're doing the choose green to get to the finisher. Z-Rock is honestly a big part of this build because he's making that Hell Steel 75% stronger. You can also use Trick Roman, Shield Roman, and he, I believe, is 50%. We got Akam and Z Balor for a little bit more heal, and then Rikishi to help with the recycle. So it's pretty fun moveset. It flows really well. You can do a lot with it. I also have a skip strap Attitude Era on him, since he is by far currently my best technician. Although I did just get Champa, and Bruno is about to go 4-star gold, so that could potentially change. I think they're all pretty equal. I run him with double gem defense, and then so that's 40%, and then an additional 10% on there is 50%. So it's having their gem reduction. After that, I've really tried to stack green gem damage or yellow gem damage, either or, and the move damage. So you can see this one has quite a bit of yellow on it. This one's his green move damage, buffs his finisher. We got green move damage on this one, some yellow gem damage. And we got a bunch of green gem damage on this one, and move damage. So actually pretty good medals for him. So yeah, let's get into the preview here. We're going to take on Seth Rollins here, hell mode. Hopefully he doesn't dodge too much. We all love dodge, right? So ideally we want a yellow match right away. Don't have it, but we do. Well, we do now. And I'll show you the active bonuses with the strap and stuff. Gem damage, the green is by far his best. There's our defensives, and then some of the bonuses. So we got our yellows, so now we can start our cycle. Stinger Splash, gonna heal us up. This we're gonna make greens. Give us a 5 match. So if we don't get the cascade, then I would have done all 3 in one turn. So you can see none of the moves hit super hard, but they all hit pretty decently. So you can see he chews through the opponent's life really fast, and honestly, if we wouldn't have got that cascade, he probably would have been done last turn. But that's okay. We took a little bit of damage. We're going to heal it back here. And this is why I like the gem damage reduction. So he's not taking very much damage, so he's healing most of it back. Getting a lot of cascades, so I'm not actually showing you guys how a lot of times he'll get all 3 moves off, but that's okay. We're going to do a couple with each moveset. So there you have it. Pretty good match. He took a couple moves from Seth, and he's still very close to full life. So very strong character. This is his moveset, I think, that flows the best. We'll do another match against Seth, and then maybe one against Jeff, because I happen to like this moveset. So we don't have our yellow, and so we're gonna do this. Oh, there we go. Not so good. The good thing is, though, that even though we're gonna take some damage, Finisher's already ready to recycle that yellow. Tough is definitely one of those guys that straps are bad for, especially with the gem defense down. Hurts him quite a bit. A lot of damage going out there. All of his moves are ready again, so. And Seth couldn't kick out. Straps definitely help Wolfpack Sting. Any kind of, really, in my opinion, healer, protect gem user, a guy is going to benefit a lot from straps. The nice thing about Sting is he's very consistent. He just doesn't really ever lose. Because once you get going, you're going the whole way. And that's really nice, the skip turn strap. This probably isn't going to go too well for Jeff. So unfortunately, I didn't have a spot where I could get a couple extra gems. This is where, if you had DX Triple H, that would benefit you. I happen to think that pass is not really worth it. I think HBK is, Triple H isn't. So rare occasions he won't fully recycle. Most of the time he will. And this is good because he wouldn't have recycled, but he did there. But I'm not gonna cherry pick matches. I want to show what they're like in real time. So he can sometimes miss, and so somewhat a little bit susceptible to a bad board, but really if he misses, generally next turn you're getting it, and that's why I have the skip strap on him too. It helps minimize that. I could put it on someone like Z Austin like a lot of people do, but honestly, while Z Austin is very powerful, I find him pretty boring, and skip strap on him is just kind of stupid. I'm not saying a bad thing if you do that. It makes him very strong. It's just not my style. So yeah, that's that moveset. We'll move on to another one. I just really like that one. And to be honest, those 3 matches, I would say none of them went as well as it could. That moveset a lot of times works even better than you saw. And so I'll do, since we're gonna switch moves here, I'll show you what the heal damage would be, the with Roman instead of Z-Rock, because I realize a lot of you probably don't have Z-Rock. So should be under move damage. %50 more. So it goes down to 31,000 instead of, what were we at? 36,000. So you do lose 5,000 heal, but that's not that much. So still completely viable. But that's what it would look like with that. We'll move to the second move set, which is this. Leave. We're going to keep the yellow, and we're going to add in the sub, which my sub isn't maxed yet. Actually, there is a TP going on. Do I need the green? Champa. I don't know. I'll wait. I haven't done the math to see how much I need, but damage would go up to 17,000, and the heals would go way up to 17,000. So yeah, we're gonna switch out Z-Rock for Bray, Trickster Bray, and we're gonna switch out Z-Balor for Bruno. So Bray is going to make the sub last 3 more turns, and Bruno's going to make the sub do 50% more damage and last 1 more turn. Bruno's incredible coach for any green sub user. So guys like Sting, Razar, Kurt Angle tech, who probably is better than people think. One of my buddies, Payroll, Kurt Angle is his favorite wrestler, so he has him 4-star gold, and Bruno makes that sub a lot better. So this is a very strong moveset as well. It recycles, keeping the finisher in there. Oh, I used the wrong yellow. Okay. I won't be recycling. I'll have to fix that after this. Sorry about that, guys. This could be interesting. Skip Strap to the rescue. So anyway, like I was saying, normally you'd recycle completely, and the sub is more defensive. It adds a lot of control to the match, and it's putting out very large heal gems, which I haven't talked about too much. And the heal gems are pretty easy to catch if you use the right moves, unlike what I did. Eight turns, definitely gonna drain Jeff. We're doing almost 12k, so that's 96,000 damage, and then we get some big heal gems if we can match him. And the heal gems will also count if you match them when you're pinned, so you can match them anytime and you'll get the heal for them. So we are going to be able to grab those two right there. And that one. So yeah, 62,000 heal. And the sub drained him. So it's a really nice combo. And if I had done this right, next turn we'd be doing it all over again. So we'll show you the next match. And there's that skip turn strap again. Really good. Actually, I think we can just end it here. So we'll do that. He won't kick out. And we gained hit points even using the wrong build. So I know I said I like the other build better, mainly because it's generally faster, but this one is certainly more efficient from a health pack standpoint, and you're very much able to control the board and get some huge heals out of it. Let's use the right moveset here. And when Sting first came out, I believe, if I recall correctly, there was only 4-star bronze videos of him. So I'm not sure people really got to see how effective he was in that, because 4-star gold, he's very good, and straps is really the big thing. So I would say if you build him, you definitely want to build him with the gem defense. don't need very much green, and we don't want to cause a pin if we can help it. So we want to drain his. There we go. And we want to place these heal gems where hopefully Jeff won't break them, and we'll have a chance to break them on our turn. Not the best looking board for this, but Rikishi bailed us out there. That's where if we don't have Rikishi, it's not ready next turn. And this will end the match. Again, losing, I don't know if he even lost much life. And I was only able to, I think we caught, what, one heal gem is all? So, very, very strong moveset. We'll go against Tough. Next. So Tough is also a class disadvantage. Not that it's going to matter. I love that extra turn strap. It's surprising how often it helps you get started. So I could get a bunch of green here, but I hopefully want to not cause a pin so we can get started with the sub. And that worked out. I don't use these builds a lot, so I'm kind of trying to mess around and figure out how we can get these close so we can match a bunch of heal gems. We'll see if this works out. Looks like it's gonna. We could take more yellows, or we could take the heals. I'll just be greedy with the heals. Rikishi's gonna let us recycle, and we're full life, so we're going here on the road, gaining life against 4-star gold Rollins. worked pretty well. Let's try that again. So the thought process there, board shuffle kind of messed it up, but the thought process there, very unlikely to get matches on the bottom there. He has to drop stuff in, and if we keep him in a row, we can break most of them. So that was the thought process. And the 4 match, we'll finish it and we'll get 2. So we're going to end full life. I think I'm pretty much shown everything need to on this moveset. Again, it's more powerful than the other one, although I feel like it's a little bit slower. Bruno definitely helps a bunch, but you don't necessarily need it. He's just really great trainer for Sting. So we'll jump into the next moveset. This one is going to use no MP trainers. Anytime you can get a build and not have to use an MP trainer, I feel like that's pretty awesome. So the 2 moves we're swapping in now are going to be the inverted atomic drop, low charge, 1 MP, make 3 reds into greens, and then this 5 MP military press slam, which makes a bunch of random gems, 9, into 1 turn countdown gems. When they go off, it's going to fill your sub up. We are going to trade Acom out for Austin 316. So our sub does an insane amount of damage. At this point, we're now doing 127k each cycle. And we're going to trade Rikishi out for HBK. So one purple match will fill the military press slam. So that's how we're getting away without an MP trainer. Let me go back in here, actually. Matching purple gems makes an extra. The power gem part would be nice against Booker T, Hall of Famer, and then 50% more sub damage. We'll just start with tough here. Also, other reasons you might use this. With a 5 MP charge, if a lane had a +2 purple bonus and you had MP perks, that would be turn 1 as well. So there are other reasons why you might run this. Or maybe your MP trainers are tied up in feud, that type of thing. So this one, we don't have area breaks to break the heal gems. So we'll try to put them in places where maybe we can get a 3 match later. That'll benefit us. So purples or greens that hopefully Seth won't break. And this has been a pretty dry board so far. Haven't been able to get a purple match. Was able to catch the greens. But it's not a perfect board at all. And this is definitely the slowest of the builds. So we actually don't need to use our countdown gem move, and we'll hold that in reserve because we're going to get our sub next turn. So yeah, here comes 127k damage on a sub. We're also not taking hardly any damage since Tough can't do any moves. This is definitely my least favorite of the 3 builds because it feels really slow, but it is cool that you don't need an MP trainer. So with these countdown gems out, next turn we'll be getting the sub and ending the match. Oh, skip turn. All right, we're ending it right now. So not as good as the other movesets, but we're still ending with a load of hit points against a 4-star gold that we're at a class disadvantage on. I'll do one more match with this moveset and then we'll call it good for this. We'll go against Jeff though. See, I think, what are we going to end up running? 9, 10 matches? Something like that. And we're not going to use a health pack on the hell modes, so pretty solid. Sting is really good. Love that skip turn strap. I'm going to do the same thing, hold that in reserve. Again with the skip turn. Now I don't want to use this because it'll cause a pin if we get the match here, so I'm just going to go right into the sub. And those reds, since they can potentially turn green, we'll kind of cluster them together and hope we can get a break on some heal gems. Man, that sub hits hard. So it is definitely can be a fast build when you're able to hold the purple, because now next turn we're going to hit that big sub again. I know this has ended up being a little bit longer video, but I did have people asking to see Wolfpack Sting, and he has so many viable movesets that are good and potentially usable in different situations. So, and I didn't just want to show like one match of each one. I wanted you guys to get a chance to see how he feels when you're playing him. Definitely, in my opinion, with technicians, there's Kofi and Aleister Black, and then everyone else. I feel like there's a pretty big drop off. Well, maybe not pretty big, but there's definitely a drop off after those two. Those two are clearly the cream of the crop. And then after that, I think there's a group that has Bruno, Wolfpack Sting. I think Ciampa's going to be in there. I think a lot of people are underrating Ciampa too much. I think he's going to be very good. Who else might be in there? I don't think Doink is as good as them. He's really good. He recycles. He doesn't hit super, super hard. So I don't know. He's close, though. Definitely close. But yeah. There's really Aleister Black, Kofi Kingston, and then everyone else. Although Ciampa strapped up, I think will be interesting. So I'm looking forward to getting him 4-star gold and messing around with it. And this will finish it. And this was the match we took the most damage. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. Wolfpack Sting's one of my favorites because I don't have Black or Kofi, so he's my best tech. If you like the video, hit the like button. I'd love it if you subscribe. I've been doing a lot of videos, having a lot of fun doing it. I'm hoping to grow the channel and keep doing it. It's been a lot of fun for me. Thanks for sticking around if you stayed for the whole thing. Have a good day, guys.